Hi, Grandma Debbie here. So lately I've been buying a lot of fruit and vegetables in bulk. Um, I've been getting some great deals on them, so I've been buying them. And we can only eat so much, so I've been freezing whatever we can't eat. So I've currently frozen some blueberries. I have a lot of blueberries. I'm hoping to get some more blueberries this weekend because I don't feel like I have enough in my freezer, so I'm hoping. And then I also froze some cherry tomatoes. And I'm hoping to add that footage onto this video. We'll see. I'm not sure how it turned out. I haven't looked at it yet. I'm a little nervous, but I'm hoping to be able to add that onto this. So, but if I don't, I just want to let you know that when you freeze cherry tomatoes, you can't use them in salads anymore. You have to use them in soups or pasta dishes or something like that because it loses its texture. But blueberries, on the other hand, I can still use in blueberry pancakes, blueberry muffins, whatever I want. So I also have some strawberries that I'm thinking I might have to freeze. I'm going to look at them today and see. It's not a whole lot of strawberries, maybe a cup, but I don't want them to go bad. So I might just go ahead and freeze those as well. So we'll see where we go. But today we're doing green beans. I got a great deal on green beans when I went to Costco, and we can't eat them all before they go bad, so I'm going to freeze pretty much all of them and go from there. And I'm hoping to get some Brussels sprouts pretty soon because I saw a great deal on Brussels sprouts, and I love Brussels sprouts. And I know that I can buy all these fruits and vegetables in the frozen section, but I can't always find like blueberries or just blueberries. Usually they're mixed with something else, or just strawberries. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Sometimes I have to drive around multiple grocery stores to find what I'm needing, and I don't want to do that. And as far as like vegetables go, yeah, I know I could get them. I could get green beans in the frozen section. They just don't taste as good to me as fresh ones do that have been parboiled and frozen. They just don't. So I like to do this as often as I can. So I'm going to bring you along and we're going to get started. So today is green beans and we're going to freeze them, and I'm going to walk you through the process. All right, let's get going. Okay, so what I've done so far is I have my ice bath water ready to go, and then I've got water in the pot and I'm getting ready to boil it. And once it starts boiling, I will put the green beans in for 2 minutes. I'll also salt the water. And I'm just using this kind of green beans. They're already cut, so all I got to do is, they're already trimmed, the ends are trimmed, so all I have to do is just boil them. So I'm looking forward to doing that. They smell so good too, as you can smell them. Like I said, I love the way fresh vegetables work out. So I'm going to get this going. Once it gets boiling, I'll bring you back for that. All right, so I'll bring you back in a few minutes. Okay, so the water's boiling now, and so I'm going to add in the green beans. I'm just going to do them in small little, take them out of here like this. And, ooh, that's hot, hot, hot water. I'm going to do about I'll probably get about half the bag in here. Maybe a little more, we'll see. You definitely don't want to crowd it. All right, so I got about half the bag in there. And now I'm going to let it boil for 2 minutes. And then at the end of the 2 minutes, I'm going to put it in the ice bath, and we're going to go from there. And I will bring you back when it's time to take them out, because you don't want to sit here watching water boil. That's not any fun. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so it's time to take these out of the water and get them into the ice bath and add the next batch. Okay. All right, let's get going on the next batch. All right, so I'm going to cook these for 3 minutes as well. Or 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever. I'm going to cook them for 2 minutes and I'll bring you back. I'm going to set the timer again and I will bring you back for that. Okay, so this batch is done. So I'm going to turn off the heat. We're going to add it into the ice bath. And then after this, we're going to go over to the other side of the kitchen. We're going to lay these out so that they can dry. And then once they're dried, I will put them on a cookie sheet, get them into the oven, or in the oven, no I'm not, in the freezer for about an hour. And then we will put them in a bag and bag them up. All right, so let's head over to the other side of the kitchen. Okay, so I've got a towel ready to go, and I'm just going to take these and spread them out. Let me get them. I'm just going to get them all out, or at least a good portion of them, and start spreading them out so that they can dry. These are going to be so good when they're frozen. And we take them out to enjoy them. It will probably take, I don't know, about an hour for them to dry. And the reason why you want to dry them is because you don't want them sticking together in the freezer. Otherwise, you're just going to have a great big green bean ice cube. All right, so these are going to sit here for about an hour, drying off. And then I will bring you back when we're ready to put them in the freezer. All right, I'll see you then. Okay, so they've dried off. And now we're just going to get them onto a cookie sheet until they freeze. And then we'll bag them up. And I will bring you back when we're ready to bag up. But these are smelling real good. I might actually leave some out for dinner tonight because I think it might be good. I love green beans. What's your favorite way of eating green beans? Let me know. I just like to steam them. I know some people add bacon and saute it, but I don't do that. But I might try it sometime. All right, so I'm going to get these into the freezer, and then I'll bring you back when we're ready to start bagging up. Okay, so the green beans have been in the freezer for over an hour, and they are now ready to be bagged up. So all I did was I got a Ziploc bag, and I'm just going to put them in the bag, and then they are ready to eat. And I'll just take out what I need at the time whenever I need them. So I'll take out, you know, like a handful or something like that. And they are freezing cold. But I think they're going to be wonderful. Good. I love fresh green beans. Okay, you just want to make sure you get out as much of the air as you possibly can. All right, ready to go in the freezer. Okay, so I started this video off by doing freezing green beans, and then I did cherry tomatoes, and now today I'm going to do strawberries and pineapple. And these were all fresh to start with, but they're about to go bad, so I want to get them in the freezer. There's too much for us to eat, and so I'm going to get them in the freezer, and then we can use them for smoothies after they're frozen, or mix them up and make some popsicles or something. We'll do something with them, but chances are they're going to end up in smoothies. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so I have my strawberries. Now these have been washed and they've been cut, and now I can't get them out of here. Okay, whew. So these have already been washed and cut, and we've been eating off of them. So all I'm really going to do is I'm just going to dump them out onto the tray and spread them out so that they're all in a single layer. And these are going to go into the freezer for about an hour or two until they're frozen solid. And since they're pretty cold right now, coming out of the refrigerator, I don't think it's going to take much to get them frozen. So you just kind of want to get them all out in a single layer. All right, and so then these are going to go into the freezer. All right, now I'm going to move on to my pineapple. Once again, I'm just putting it on. I don't have a small enough tray, and I'm trying to get them both done at the same time. So I'm just going to put them on a plate. As long as they're out, they're fine. Now you can also do this with canned pineapple. You don't have to use fresh, but we had fresh, and so this is what we're using, what I'm going to use. And like I said, the same thing, you just kind of want to get it out, and it's pretty cold right now, just coming out of the refrigerator. So it should not take very long at all. And then once they're frozen, I'm going to bag them up and get them back into the freezer. As hard as we try when we buy fresh vegetables to eat them, or fruit, we just can never seem to get through them before they go bad. All right, so I'm going to get these both into the, I'm going to wash my hands real quick. Okay, so I'm going to get these both into the freezer, and I will bring you back in about an hour or two. Okay, so it's been actually several hours. I forgot that I had put these into the freezer. So now I'm just going to take them out and put them in bags that I've labeled. And they are so cold. So it's going to be fun trying to get these off of here. I'll get off what I can to start with. Whoa. Well, that one's a goner. So like I've said, these are going to be used probably for smoothies. So it doesn't necessarily need to be broken up too much. So you just want to make for sure though that you get all the air out, or as much of it as you can. And now I have a bag of pineapples that probably would have ended up in the garbage. And I'm going to pick this one up from the floor and then go wash my hands. Okay, now on to the strawberries. These ones are coming off a lot easier. Okay. So now in my freezer, I have potatoes, cherry tomatoes, blueberries, green beans, strawberries, and pineapple. And I'm hoping to get some Brussels sprouts here pretty soon. I love Brussels sprouts, and I love them when they're fresh. All right, so thanks for coming along with me. And I'm going to add this to my green bean video. All right, so once again, thanks for coming along with me. So I just want to thank you for coming along with me on this journey. Freezing your fruits and vegetables is always a good idea instead of letting it go bad, which I am terrible about letting things go bad. So I hope you give it a try. I hope you can find some amazing deals on some fruits and vegetables, and whatever you can't eat, freeze up. I did look at my strawberries, and if they are not doing better, or if they're not getting eaten up by tomorrow, I will probably go ahead and freeze them, and then we'll have them for later on for smoothies or whatever we're going to do with them. But if I do freeze them, I will definitely add it to this video so that you can see the process of freezing those. All right, so I will talk to you later. I hope you're having an amazing day. Hit that like, hit the share, hit the subscribe button. And once again, I'll see you soon. Bye.